Olga, hello. How are you? You are muted.
Now, yes. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Hello. Hello, Andrea. You are muted too. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Andrea. Muriel, hello. How are you? Is everybody? We are five. I mean, you're five, right? Am I right? Covadonga, Andrea, Muriel, Tracy, and Victor today. Victor is going to join, is going to join the group from today on, okay? Okay. So, today, as I told you last class, today we're going to start with, if I remember well, last class, you described your neighborhoods and we listened to, a listener talking about, not a listener, a speaker, talking about his neighborhood in London. So basically we practice how to describe places and we use present tenses and the prepositions about that. Okay, today we're going to start practicing past events, actions in the past, okay? And we are going also to practice how to describe things that happened in the past and some things that have happened during, kind of gap between the past and the present, okay? So let's see, before starting with the proper material, let's see, when you were children, was there anything about adults that, I don't know, you thought was strange or amusing? Do you understand what I mean? When you were, I don't know, 6, 7 years old, I don't know, when you were little children. Do you remember?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit more, because I can understand.
The thing is, when you were little children, was there anything about adults that you found strange or funny, amusing, something that you didn't understand well, but it called your attention, something that the adults did? Yeah? Okay, Andrea, what can you tell us about it?
I thought it was very amusing to watch my father drive the car.
Why?
I think actually when we traveled together, I was always on the back seat like this.
Okay.
Imitating him. I really like him, and now I drive very well.
Okay. And did you learn to drive, at a very young age, early age?
No, in the year 2012.
Okay, so normal age. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Was it difficult for you to learn?
No, not at all.
No? Okay, good. Any other experience? Coelonga?
For me, was very strange. Look, my father, when he smoked,
Yeah?
I thought that, what's that? Why are you doing that? Was very uncomfortable, and I didn't understand why.
Okay, so you find it disgusting.
Yes.
Yeah. And do you remember how old you were at that time? More or less?
8, 7,
Okay.
8.
Okay, and do you smoke, or did you smoke after
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so soon you learned that it was not so disgusting.
Yes, that's not a good example
Yeah.
for my dad and to me.
Okay, no, yeah, definitely. And do you smoke in front of your children?
No,
No.
never. No.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
smoke just a little, maybe in the night with some drink or with
Okay.
friends. No, in the day or every day.
Social smoke,
Mhm.
in a way. Okay, right, good. Any other experience? Tracy, do you remember? No? Victor? Victor, do you?
I'm thinking. Like, give me a
Okay.
moment.
Bill, do you have any?
Probably when my parent kissing,
Sorry?
when like what I think is strange about the
Yeah.
adults,
Yeah.
when kiss together. I don't know, my parents.
Okay, did you find it strange?
Yeah, I'm funny. I don't know. It's like, no, I guess everyone
Ah.
when it's a child think that no, I'm going to marry with my dad. Of course, it's
Okay.
right now it's weird, but at the
Yeah.
moment, I
So
don't know. It's like,
your rival. Okay, you were kind of jealous then. Probably.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I was a child, I mean, 5 years old, more or less, I couldn't understand why people could drink wine. I thought it was awful. So when I tasted it, it was awful. So how can they drink this and get happy when they drink this? It's not like juice, it's not like Coke. So, well, now, how old are you now? You are in your 30s, right? Or late 20s, 30s, Victor?
30.
Sorry.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
32. Andrea, Coelho, you're in your 30s?
No, sorry, 34.
34,
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
32.
32, Andrea? More or less the same?
I'll be 35 on Thursday.
Okay, okay. On Thursday, okay. And Muriel, you are also in your 30s, I suppose.
30. Yeah.
30, okay. Well, let's see, if you think about, I mean, when you were, I don't know, 12, 11, 12 years old until now, in what ways do you think you see life, no, a bit older than 12, let's say, well, teenager, early teenager. How do you think that you see life differently now than when you were, I don't know, 13, 14 years old? Do you understand the question? No? How do you think that your view of life has changed? I mean, since you were, I don't know, 18, no, sorry, not 18, 13, 14 years old, a young teenager, until now. Many things,
Yeah.
I think.
When I was still, I think in my actual to my actual age, I was I will be chemistry working in a laboratory, but now I'm an engineer, so different to my idea.
Sorry, can you repeat it, please? Because I couldn't get you completely.
When I was a child,
Mhm.
I have the idea that I was working. I'm working in the future in a laboratory like a chemist. Sorry,
Okay, chemist, yeah.
like a chemist, but it's so different to my actual work. I'm an engineer.
Okay. Okay, so when you were a little child, you saw yourself and you thought you would be working as a chemist.
Yeah.
A chemist in a lab. And then what was interesting at that time I mean, can you remember, I mean, the aspects that attracted you?
Of
I
chemist.
mean, why were you attracted to be a chemist?
Because I had a very good professor in the college when I was a student at school. Yeah, this professor was so nice and so so easy to teach the chemistry.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a lot of abilities to teach chemistry.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you were influenced by, okay, and that now you are an engineer. Are you an agriculturist?
No, I'm a forestry engineer.
Okay, okay. Okay, so you're far away from lab, or no?
Yeah, because when I took the decision in the later of PSU, the test, I have two options: food engineer, it's something like chemist, or forestry engineer. I choose forestry engineer.
Okay, okay.
Last moment decision.
Yeah. So I mean, you are, in all these years, your change of, I mean, you change your mind definitely in terms of interest and.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my career, I took the way of the chemist side of the forestry engineer. I work with laboratories. I do some analysis.
Okay.
Something like that.
It is in a way related. Be careful with the word chemistry. Chemistry is the discipline. Chemist is the professional. Yeah. And chemical is the adjective. So you can say, for example, chemical analysis. Okay. So 3 different words: chemistry, chemist, chemical. Do you understand?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, in England, they also use the word chemists. You go to the chemists to buy medicine. So it's the same as pharmacy in American English. But in England, you say chemists. Okay?
But chemist is the person?
Chemist is the person, but chemists, apostrophe S, is the place, is the same as pharmacy.
Perfect.
Yeah, but you have to pronounce the S because it's, in English you say, I don't know, bakers, greengrocers, butchers. I mean, all the shops. Let's see, for example, butcher is the person that sells meat.
Yeah.
But if you say butchers, apostrophe S, you refer to the shop. Because actually what you're, I mean, butcher's shop or butcher's, yeah. That is a complete word, but people in everyday language say, I'm going to the butchers, I'm going to the chemists. Yes, do you understand it? That's in Britain, okay? Well, the butchers and the bakers is also in the States. The only difference is with chemist, okay? Good. Okay, any other experience about how you changed the way you see life? Tracy, what about you?
I grew up into a Catholic school, right? So I wanted to be a nun.
Yeah.
And my mother and my sister always tried to give me the best education. So they changed me to what they thought it was going to be a better school, al Liceo 1. So I cried a lot because I wanted to stay at the Catholic school. Catholic. And I all my life I thought until 12 I was going to be a nun because it was like a very nice profession, I think. Profession, I don't know.
I don't know if it is. Yeah, okay.
And then when I got out of the bubble, I realized it was everything so different. And I didn't want to be a nun anymore.
How old were you when you wanted to be a nun?
12.
Sorry?
12.
12. But 12 is not that little.
No.
No. Okay, and when did you change your mind?
Like 15.
Okay. So there must have been a drastic change.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. What about you, Coalonga?
When I was child, I look at the future and I thought I will be a doctor. And all the time when I was growing up, I was thinking, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a doctor. Until I did the test, the PSU
test, yeah.
Yes, and I didn't get the grade,
the score.
The score.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, I need to choose something similar. So I choose nutrition.
Okay. But you wanted to be a doctor until you finished high school.
Yes.
Okay. So it was, I mean, and did you feel disappointed when you knew about your score?
Well, for medicine, yes, but for nutrition, no. But
yeah,
I mean, for medicine, you need a very, very high score.
Extremely high. Yeah. Yes. And didn't you want to, I mean, to take the test again or something like that?
No, my second option was nutrition.
Okay.
And I thought, well, if I didn't like it, I can maybe change inside the university, but I didn't do it.
You didn't do it. Okay. And do you like your present career?
Yes,
good.
A lot.
Yes. Okay, good. Let's see, Muriel, what about you?
I don't know if is the 13 years Muriel think in this mural, but I thought I always want to be something about medical, but I don't like the blood, so no nursing. Like no, be a doctor or a midwife or something like that. And nutrition always be an option, but and probably when I was young, I was more into the parties, into having fun, spend time with my friends, than probably the grades, the marks, or something like that. And probably I never thought that I will be this kind of Muriel. more more
disciplined.
yeah, or I work while I will be working in what I work today.
Yeah.
I thought that nutrition, it was like, yeah, probably people want to lose weight and something like that. But today I work into a different kind of thing. I work in pregnancy, childhood, but not in overweight.
Yeah. No, I mean, nutritionists have a very important role in this moment, particularly in this moment when there is such a pandemic of obesity.
Yes.
I don't know if in the world, but in Chile, definitely we do. When you were talking about your rejection for blood, I mean, I don't know if you have seen a series, a TV series, Dr. Martin? No? Netflix? No? It's British. It's a very interesting, it's a comedy, sort of comedy, I think, where it's in a very beautiful place in the south of England. It's a very small town by the seaside, where the only doctor of this place is the doctor who suffers from Asperger, I think. I mean, he's not a normal guy, and he has a problem. He every time he sees blood, he faints. But he's a very good doctor. But and all the stories are about that. It's very good. It's very good, and it's very good for your English too. If you can find it, Doc. The name is Doc Martin. If you can
when I saw fake blood, I don't have any problem. I like the horror movies and stuff like that. But when it's real, it's not that I feel bad or something like that. Just don't like it.
Okay. You don't faint.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Well, but this guy is a doctor, so it's terrible.
My boyfriend is pediatrician. I don't know how to say.
Pediatrician, yeah.
Yeah, and he don't like anything about blood. I mean, when we are watching a horror movie or something like that, he's like, oh no, and I was like, you're a doctor, and he was like, but I don't like it.
It's the same as finding. Do you know the word squeamish?
Squeamish? No.
Do you know that word, squeamish?
Mm-mm.
People that are squeamish people are the people. Oh, how disgusting! Oh, that is squeamish, right?
Squeamish.
So I can't think of a nurse, a doctor, a dentist. I mean, anybody working with sick people being squeamish. I think it's sort of contradictory, but apparently there are. I have heard some doctors saying no.
Yeah, he don't like it.
Yeah. Okay, well, returning to our topic, that is, I want you to talk about your past life experiences, but I want you to exchange that. So I want you to work in two groups. Well, definitely this is something that, I mean, you will have, one of you is going to have part A, the other one is going to have part B. You have different questions. The idea is that you interview your classmates and you exchange information. A student one interviews a student two and vice versa. Yes? And then after you finish that, each one will report about his or her partner. Do you understand what I mean? All the questions are about the past, okay? Let me show you first what I'm talking about. I will show you one part of this. Student A, where is it? Sorry, wait a minute, give me a second. Here. This is one part, okay? The student A, here you have different questions. You have actually 10 questions. They are under some for example, in the beginning, as a child, life experience, looking back on your life, okay? So here you have the questions. And student B is the same. Now, as you are 7, I will have to, wait. I will have to give you, Victor disappeared.
Yeah.
Where is Victor? Okay, well, let me make the groups and I will send you each part to your emails, okay? Okay, so Andrea, Covadonga, Muriel, Tracy, okay. Okay, there we have 2 students with part A, and now part B. Student B will be Covadonga and Tracy. Okay. I will give you some minutes for you to make the interview in both, each other. Let's say, what is 10 minutes could be fine?
Okay.
Professor, it is the same interview for both of us? It is the same?
No, it's not the same interview. Student A has some questions, student B has another one. So you should have student A and student B.
Yes, yes, yes. I
And
have to
there
be.
you are a student A, so you ask the questions and you collect that information, and a student B, Covadonga, the same with your questions. Yes?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. 10 minutes then.
Okay.
Okay.
Received.
Sorry. Okay. Do you understand? Do you understand what you have to do? You should have, Muriel, you should be
Student A.
A, and
A.
Tracy student B. So you ask your questions and then you collect the information. 10 minutes should be enough?
Sí.
Okay. See you in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Somebody disappeared. Covadonga disappeared. Okay, let's see. Well, I will ask you to report the answers you collected. Okay, who would like to start? NTN2. Okay. Muriel, could you start? Okay. You are muted.
Okay.
Okay.
So my classmate was Tracy. And what is your earliest memory? She answered about nursery, being the crib, and she was grabbing, and his aunt see her and grab her, cuff her. That was in the beginning. Then when she is a child, what was your favorite room in the house where
Sorry,
you grew
you don't
up?
have to read the questions. I mean, just
Okay.
report the answers.
Okay. His favorite room and in the place that she grew up is her own room because she was extremely organized. And the rest of the rest of the house was not organized. And she have too many Barbies, and and she liked to organize that. And the person that she admired when she was a young is Madre Cecilia, who is a nun from her school. She said that she was nice, and she was like, she can do everything. The most interesting place, she stayed in Japan for 1 month in Tokyo. The stranger thing, okay, that was a stranger things to me because she put lotion, yeah, lotion, yeah, into a dead body. And I was like, what? Okay, into a dead body, because she said when in the last year of the school, she created a science academy, so she can go to the Universidad de Chile. And she helped to embalm a person. Yes. Yeah, that was a really strange thing.
Yeah.
The biggest success that she had, is the Create a Science Academy. And the next year, they will on the prizes. What's the biggest opportunity that you? Okay, she doesn't have a answer in this question. The spending time, she's spending a lot of time with his boyfriend and with her boyfriend, and the most enjoy she's reading about the future. She wants to live in Canada.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Muriel. Be careful with his and her. Remember,
Yeah.
his is for men, masculine, her for women. Organized. We haven't did I say something about how to pronounce EDs at the ending or no? Did we practice that? No? Okay, let me write it down because, okay. And success, Muriel.
Okay, success.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see, I cannot go on without asking you, Tracy, about that experience of, can you tell us more details about it? Because I think it's incredible.
Yes. Okay. As Maria said, I was on the last year of my of school, and I was the president of Science Academy, and managed to go to it's like a place where
The corpses are?
yes, but it is like a museum, and also they have like a morgue
Yeah.
because they have a program where you can donate your body to the science.
Yeah. To science.
So
Yeah.
to science. So they have a program where you sign that when you die, you go to this place and not the classic way.
Mm.
So that day just arrived a little an old woman just arrived, and she needed to be into this lotion for
Yeah.
preserve the body,
Yeah.
to preserve the body. And there was there I just arrived too, so
And
I
did you
had
have
to
to
do
do it by
that
yourself? Or did they
with
help you?
the scientist.
Yeah.
I had a professor that used to do all this stuff, so he said he loved that. So oh, look at this, just arrived an old woman that needs to be I don't know how to say embalsamada.
I don't know.
So
Bon.
I had to do that, but it was really weird, but it wasn't
Disgusting, no?
ugly. No. What was disgusting was that in that same place they have like parts of bodies,
Yeah.
so you can into a like pool,
Yeah.
little pool. You
Ooh.
can grab things,
Yeah.
and you can take an arm or a leg
Ooh. Yeah.
or a head of the horse. That was really weird.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know why.
imagine that when you are there, you can't have, you cannot be overweight because you never eat, I think, I suppose. I mean, I don't know.
It wasn't that disgusting.
No?
No.
And the smell of that, the liquid,
The only smell was the
formol.
strong thing for oh
Formol is the name?
yes,
It's very, very
very strong.
smelly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Oof. Okay. Tracy, yes. Congratulations for that. You really have guts to do that. Okay, right. Good. Let's see. Let's give Tracy a break, and then let's see who can continue. Govadonga, Andrea, who would like to? Andrea, can you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I interviewed Covadonga, and she said that as a child, her earliest memory was playing with her little sister in her house, running and riding the bike, swimming in the pool and having fun together. And her favorite room in the house was the playroom, and the name of the person she really admired when she was young was her grandmother, Aurora. About life experience, the most interesting place she has ever been is Viña del Mar, and the strangest thing she's ever seen or done, in this case done, is eating snails. Looking back on your life, the biggest success she's had is being a mother, and the biggest opportunity she's missed is going to Spain and studying medicine. In the present?
Sorry. That is her, the biggest opportunity she missed.
Yes.
Okay.
She had the chance to go to Spain to study medicine, but she didn't.
Okay.
In the present, she likes to spend time with her family and her daughters. And she enjoys going outside, and any place is the best at the moment, even outside her house. About the future, she would like to change about herself, and she wants to do more exercise in the future.
Okay. Okay, very good on that. Let's see, Comalonga, what can you say about Andrea?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, in the beginning, the first present that Andrea received was a Barbie doll. The most interesting place in the neighborhood where she lived was a park near her house with different plays, play like
Different games.
toboggan, games, sorry, games, resbalín and all this stuff.
Okay.
The first job that she wants to do, Andrea, he wants to be a military. The most interesting person that ever met was a Taekwondo teacher that went to the Olympic, the Olympiadas, Olympic?
The Olympic Games, yeah.
Olympic Games. The most dangerous thing that ever happened to Andrea was that she almost fell from a hill in Valparaíso when she was 3 years. Looking to the back, the most regret doing was had the first boyfriend.
Okay.
She's very proud of being a professional, and she spent most of time at her apartment, and her favorite thing is her puppies.
Mhm.
And the bigger dream or ambition, achieve a PhD.
Her biggest ambition is to achieve.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Puppies.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Comalonga. Thank you very much. Good. Let's see Tracy now. Can you report on Muriel? Muriel in English.
Sure. Okay. Muriel first present she received was a doll named Rosalba. The most interesting place in the neighborhood where she lived as a child was a grocery or mini market kind of stuff, where she used to go to buy candies and other things. The first job she wanted to do when she grew up was to work into a supermarket as a cashier. The most interesting person she has ever met has been a classmate, because she was very fun, and everything good or bad was happening to her always. The most dangerous or frightening thing that ever happened to her was a car crash with multiple a car crash.
Okay.
With multiple cars, where she thought she was going to die. And what she regret most doing is not having enough fun. And
Sorry, not having had what?
having enough fun. Fun.
Fun. Okay. Yeah.
She's really proud of what she has and do today, most about being independent. She actually spent most of her time at her place, and her favorite thing is her Harry Potter wand, I think, varita.
Yeah.
And her biggest dream or ambition is to travel around the world.
Okay, very good. Very good. I don't know, what's the difference between a car crash and a car collision? This is the question to all of you. Because we have two words, crash and collision. I don't know, in Muriel's case, I don't know what she was talking about, because a car crash is when one of the vehicles is in movement, but the other one is still. That is a crash. For example, if you are driving a car and the car crashes into a tree, that's a crash because the tree is static there. That is a crash. You crash into something, into a wall, into whatever. Even maybe into another car, but the car is stopped. Yeah. In the other case, it's a collision. Wait, let me write it in the chat. So you crash, you have a crash, or the verb to crash into, and a collision, and the verb, sorry, I never know if it is with two, I'm not sure if it is double S or one S. Let me see. No, it's with double S, I think. Yeah, and the verb is to collide with. Okay. So in the accident you mentioned, Muriel, I don't know if it was a collision.
A collision.
A collision, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there were many cars.
Yes.
Yes.
In movement.
All of them in movement. Okay. Well, the next question that is usually, after these questions you had, this questionnaire that you have had, is something that in this case, Tracy, I think, discard well, but anyway, the thing is, what answers that were the most interesting, the most impressing that you got? Leaving Tracy's case a bit aside because it's difficult to compare with yours, but what do you understand what I mean? What were the most interesting or amusing or surprising answers, information that you got from your classmates? Anybody?
For me, yeah, for me, surprised me that Andrea wants to be a military.
Okay, Andrea's interest to become a military was surprising. Was surprising for you. Why?
Because it's not so common that someone told you that want to be a military, and she looks like normal. No.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So to be a military officer, probably. That is what you wanted to be, Andrea? In the army.
Yes, I'm sorry because I was frozen. Yes, I wanted to be a military when I was little.
But army officer?
Yes.
Okay. And why did you want to become an officer, a military officer?
Because my dad is a Marine. He was in the army, and
Your dad?
My dad.
So he was a Marine?
He was a Marine.
Okay.
My uncle was a military, and all my cousins were militaries too.
Okay. So you had that experience. So
Yes,
when you said your dad was a Marine, was he in the Army or in the Navy?
in the Navy.
Ah, so he was, I don't know how to say that, because that is Marine is part of the, if I'm not wrong, Marine is part of the Army or not?
Yes, but I don't know how to say it too, because he was a marino.
Sailors, sailors. But that is the general name. I don't know, according to the ranks, I don't know. Sailors is, but Marine, I don't understand much about this topic, but Marine is part of the Navy. I don't
Marine,
know.
like the people who fight body to body. My dad was on the ships.
Yeah, but I don't know. This is what I have seen in films, actually. When you talk, and the Americans, when you talk about the Marines, I understand that they can fight in the sea and also inland, or no?
Yes, yes,
That is what I understand.
yes.
But I don't know the name in Spanish. What is the name for that? In English, it's Marines. But in Spanish, because they are they soldados, ejército? I don't know.
Armada, la Armada.
La Armada son los marinos. Que andan en los barcos.
Claro.
Pero yo entiendo que los Marines, entendiendo los que vienen a hacer la Operación UNITA, por ejemplo, de Estados Unidos, esos son Marines.
Es como infante de marina, que son los que pelean.
Eso es, infante de marina, esa es la palabra. Esa es la palabra, infante de marina. Esa es. Y eso es Marines en inglés, creo. Lo voy a buscar. I will, because I actually, I don't know much about the topic. Okay, so that's why, okay, good. Anything else that, caught your attention from your classmates' information?
I was surprised because Covadonga ate snails.
Yeah. What can you tell us about eating snails? Your experience with that, Covadonga?
I was like 5 years.
5 years old. 5 years
yes,
old.
5 years old. And I just pick up 2 snails and make a rail. And who lost, I'm eating.
You're talking about the snails you find in the garden?
Yes, in the garden. And no one knows why I was always green and I don't know, pegajoso near the mouth.
Sticky, but did you like them?
Yes, I thought maybe it was
not only once.
No, but all the time.
So you really enjoy them.
Yeah.
Okay. Sticky, but I don't know. What's about the ones that the French people eat?
No, I think they're different.
No?
Yes.
I
They're
think
different.
The ones from the sea. But I've never tried them, but they look sticky.
And I eat them raw. Yes.
Sorry, you like eating what?
Raw. I mean, raw. I mean, no. Yes.
Cooked, yeah. Yeah. Okay, and do you like them now?
No.
No. Okay, now you're vegetarian. Okay. Okay, good. Let's see, Tracy, what about you?
I think that the most interesting answer was about what she's most proud of, because she's really proud of what she has today. She has. And I think that today is really underrated. To be proud of yourself and all what you have done.
Sorry, I didn't understand. You think that today it's what?
Underrated?
Underrated?
Yeah.
To be proud of yourself? Yeah? Do you think so?
Not that. It's underrated. By the person itself.
The person himself.
Yeah. I think most of the people underrate to be like conscious of what they have achieved.
Okay. Okay.
So I was very glad of that her answer was that.
You were glad to hear that, I mean, from Muriel. Okay,
Yes.
right. Muriel, is there anything else, I mean, besides Tracy's, I am shocked by Tracy's experience, about, I mean, anything else that, any other information?
I think it's she created a science academy.
Okay, academy.
Yeah, because she is in the school and she was in the school, and I thought that it was like a big job for a teenager. Like probably another person will be more interested in other things, and she created that.
She created that,
and
yeah.
Because of that, she involved a person.
Yeah, then she got to, I don't know how to say embalsamar. Actually, I've never asked. What was, did you find the word?
Yes.
Let me find.
Embalsamar, embal.
Wait.
Embal.
Where is it? Let me find it. I don't know. I never. Embalm, yeah. Oof. Yeah, embalm. Let's see the pronunciation of this. Should be embalm. Embalm, yeah. Embalm or embalm in American English. Okay, right. Yeah. Definitely you are a leader. You have leadership, I mean, leader characteristics, Tracy, to create definitely guts. Okay, girls, shall we go for a break now? For 15 minutes and then we continue?
Okay.
Yes? 15 more minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see the rest of people. Are you back? Andrea, Muriel, Covadonga.
I'm back.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Muriel?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Well, I was really so shocked by Tracy's experience that I was looking up the word. Do you know how to say formal in English? Let me see. I found the word. It's not, it's different from, it's different from Spanish. Wait, this is the word. Can you see it? And the pronunciation is?
Formaldehyde.
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 In Spanish, it's the same. Formaldehído.
Ah, yeah? Not formal?
Yeah. No. So yes, it's like a short.
Ah, is the, okay, I didn't know that. This is
Yeah,
the
it's
first time.
formaldehyd.
Okay, yeah, that is it's in somewhere there is, yeah, formaldehyde. Oh, sounds awful. Okay, right. Well, let's see something that it was not part of my plan, but I think I will introduce it in this part. Has to do with how to pronounce the words, the verbs ending in ed. Yes, I'm sure that you must have studied that in somewhere. Never. Are you sure? Haven't you ever been told about it? How to pronounce EDs? No? Andrea, not you? Have you?
When I was in school.
Yes. Yeah. Only Andrea, apparently. Well, anyway, I will show you I have uploaded a video to, the link to a video in Enlaces. The video is rather long, but I will show you just part of it. Where they give the examples. Let's see. Okay.
ED ending correctly. Many students make pronunciation mistakes with the ED ending of verbs in the past tense. If you learn to pronounce ED correctly, your spoken English will sound more natural. There are 3 ways to pronounce the ED ending in English. Like ED with an extra syllable, like T, and like D. Let's look at each case individually. ED is pronounced like ed with an extra syllable after verbs ending in a T or a D sound. For example, wanted, hated, started, attempted, decided, ended, guarded, exploded. ED is pronounced like T with no extra syllable after verbs ending in S, X, K, P, F, SH, and CH sounds. This means that the past tense of work is pronounced worked and not worked. Here are more examples. Missed, fixed, liked, stopped, laughed, brushed, watched, developed. Finally, ED is pronounced like D with no extra syllable in all other verbs. So the past tense of the verb arrive, which has 2 syllables, is arrived, which also has 2 syllables. Don't say arrived. It's incorrect. Let's practice. Cleaned, played, used, called,
Sorry, wait.
allowed, argued, compared,
Sorry.
annoyed, analyzed, opened. Thanks for watching English Tips from Espresso English. If you liked this video, please share it.
Wait. Got stuck.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire, messages that forge brighter connections, and emails that get the job done, you need to think
Okay.
about more than just
Mm.
grammar and spelling. This sentence is grammatically correct, but it's wordy and hard to read. It undermines the writer's message, and the word choice is bland.
Wait.
Grammarly's cutting-edge technology helps you craft compelling, understandable writing.
Can
It makes an
turn it
impact on
off?
your reader. Much better. Grammarly works where you work, on your computer or your phone. Imagine what you could do with the secrets of the... Hey everyone. Well,
Okay. Okay. Oof. I thought I would never close it. Okay. Let's see. So here we can see that basically there are 3 different pronunciations for EDs depending directly on the previous sound. Okay. So the first one is, the pronunciation is like D, right? Like play, played. The first one. That is the biggest, is the largest number of verbs, okay? When the previous sound is a sound that produces vibrations in your vocal cords, because you didn't say so, but it's that. For example, E. If you put your finger here and you see E, 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 U, you can hear some vibration here, yeah? Do you? Well, that means that if the previous sound is one of those ones, the pronunciation of ED is like D. For example, played. Okay, you pronounce played. Played. Yeah. Well, the opposite. What happens with the sounds that don't produce, for example, the word stop? Stop, the last sound is P. The pronunciation is made with your lips, right? So no vibration here. In that case, you pronounce it like a T. So you say stopped. Okay, and that, I mean, that is with the sounds like K. Okay, well, and the smallest group is, and the easiest one is after sounds like T or D. In those cases, you pronounce it like id. Like want, wanted. I don't know. Decide, for example, the verb to decide, the last sound of that verb is decide, is D. So when you pronounce it, you say decided. Okay? Those are the 3 possibilities. Do you understand it? Yeah, I will ask you to, you can watch the video once again and you can practice. I recommend you to record yourself in order to check the pronunciation. That is very good, okay? It's not easy, sorry, I mean, it's easy, it's not difficult, okay? Because you just have to differentiate the previous sounds, okay? Any questions about it? No? Okay, so now we're going to change the topic, I mean, drastically, and we're going to talk about London. London. What do you know about London? What do you think of when you think about London?
It's a cold place.
Cold? In what sense?
Rain a lot.
It rains a lot, yeah. Okay. What else?
The monarchy.
What happens?
The royals.
Okay.
They have the monarchy.
Okay. Yeah, the British monarchy, most of them live in London. Okay. What else do you think of when you,
It's
The red.
expensive. Sorry.
sorry?
No, dale, dale.
Okay, the red bus.
Okay, red buses. Do you know the name? Because they are buses, yes, but they have two floors, let's say. Do you know how to call them in English? No? Double deckers. Actually, the complete name is double decker buses, but everybody call them double deckers, okay? Double deckers. Okay, what else do you think of when thinking about London? I mean, if you close your eyes, what can you think of? What can you see about London?
Old architectures.
I'm sorry, Tracy, can you speak more loudly, please?
I think of like they must have old architecture.
Okay, old architecture, right?
And I think of with parks.
Big parks, okay.
And
What else?
a lot of tea shops.
Tea shops, okay. Can you describe what a tea shop is like?
It's like it's a place where you can go and drink some tea, and also you can buy different kinds of tea.
Okay. Similar to a coffee shop, but with tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. Well, in the next part of the class, we are going to let's see. Let me go to. We're going to see a map. I mean, kind of map. Okay. Wait. Let's see. I will show you some pictures of London. I mean, some of the most famous sites. And I will see if you, I mean, let's see if you can recognize some of them, okay? Let me share my screen. Okay, let's see this one, the one on the right. Can you recognize what that is?
Is the I don't know exactly the name, but the Tower Bridge.
London Bridge.
London Bridge, yeah.
London Bridge. London Bridge is falling down. Yeah. Okay. London Bridge. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Here we have. Do you know this one? The one at the bottom, the one I'm showing here.
The London Eye.
London Eye. What is the London Eye?
It's I don't know the name.
But what do you do there?
You can see all the place from the high place, the highest place.
Right, right. You can see all London from this wheel. Yeah. Okay, it's a wheel actually. Okay, good. Let's see. Wait, let me see. What about this one? What is this? Can you recognize that?
The Big Ben?
Big Ben. What is the Big Ben?
I don't know, it's a clock.
It's a clock tower. Yeah, it's a clock tower. Good. Okay, let's see. Now we are going to see some, wait a minute. Let me go back. I will show you some pictures of this place. Islington, okay? Let's see. Have a look at this place called Islington. That is an area in London, northern London. Let's see what impression, what you think about them. Yeah. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me see if I can. What do you think about the place? Let me see. Do you like it? Do you dislike it?
It looks like a classical place, like very, the walls look like, I don't know, if I think something British, I think in that.
Okay, yeah, something like typically British.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. Let me find some of the other places. This is one of them. Okay, let me find another one. What about this place? Tufnell Park.
Look like a residential place.
Yeah. In comparison to the previous one, this looks more residential. Is that what you mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Would you like to live in there?
In any place of London.
Anywhere in London.
Anywhere.
Anyway. Yeah, but there are many people that don't like it, even Chileans. I have a friend of mine who went there for the first time, and she was there for a week, I think. She said, "Cero aporte." That was her comment. So I couldn't understand you, but it depends. Okay, here we have different pictures of this area. This is the underground symbol. Okay, well, let's see what I will ask you to do. Let me go to your cursos material docente. I will ask you to okay. Please download a file called Born, Bred, and Buttered in London. Okay. Okay. Here we're going to go to task 2. Okay. Here there are 8 sentences, right? And they are related to a listening. Somebody you're going to listen to. Okay, this guy is going to talk about the place where he lives. Okay, so you're going to hear a man from London talking about where he lives. Okay, you're going to listen to some of these places that are mentioned, and some of the ones I told you about, and some that are on the previous list, some of these places, okay? But I want you to concentrate on these sentences. Please read them before listening. Yeah. And first of all, read them. Then we're going to listen to it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now you're going to listen to him. Wait. Wait. Yeah.
This teaching.
Okay. You're going to listen to him, and you will say which of these opinions. Let me see. Could be the opinion of these men. Okay. Good. Let's go. Wait.
This Teaching English Listening is brought to you by the British Council.
So, Alan, can you just tell me a bit about the part of the UK that you're from?
Right, I come from London. I was born in the West End. I don't remember much about that because we moved on to all onto King's Cross, and then we moved to Tufnell Park, where I've spent most of my life. I did move back to the West End when I was a bit of a younger man, you know, to see what was going on down there, obviously. And then I moved back to Tufnell Park, and now I'm in Islington. I suppose in all those, I've had moved within that area. I suppose you could say that it's a 7-mile square area that I've never moved out of.
Good heavens. And can you tell me about any changes in this area of, well, perhaps Tufnell Park in North London, where you were living most of the time?
Well, yeah, the Tufnell Park area, where I lived, just off of Tufnell Park in York Rise, what has changed greatly is the shops. There were all different types of shops there. You could literally buy anything that you needed in sort of general, not furniture, but there was a couple of dairies there, a pub, off license. There was a laundry Westons, they were called. There was a big company when I was younger, and we used to get what we called our bag wash there, and I had to pick it up on a Thursday. It was number 97. It was always wet. Remember that? Yes.
Yes. You went and collected the wet laundry?
We took it on Monday and collected it on Thursday, and I can't remember how much it was. It was only sort of in them days coppers, you know. It wasn't a great deal of money at all. But it was a sort of period of time when people never had washing machines, and that was an ideal sort of thing to do.
Yeah. And would you say your area, perhaps the area you're living in now, Islington, is that famous for anything?
I don't think it's all that famous for not the part I live in anyway. The ex-Prime Minister lived there, Tony Blair. I don't know what you make of that, if it's famous or not. But I did think on it, and there's some there's little areas in there where I think there's a lot of sort of actors and actresses live. But I'm not into that sort of thing, so that passes me by.
And just tell me something about how people speak in your area of North London, would you say?
Well, there's such a diversity there that you couldn't say anybody speaks. It's a general accent or a general thing. What I do notice is the young people now, they have this type of speak where they use a lot of American phrases and things like this. So I remember a kid a week or so ago. He said he was shouting out there, you know, "Oh, that's wickedly evil, man." Which that sort of terminology comes from the United States of America, and that's because they watch this rubbish television. You know.
What does that mean? It's wickedly evil, man?
I think it's supposed to mean it's good, which it means obviously the opposite. But that's what they do. They do speak like that, you know.
Okay. Once again.
Yes.
once again.
This Teaching English Listening is brought to you by the British Council.
Okay.
So, Alan, can you just tell me a bit about the part of the UK that you're from?
Right, I come from London. I was born in the West End. I don't remember much about that because we moved on to all onto King's Cross, and then we moved to Tufnell Park, where I've spent most of my life. I did move back to the West End when I was a bit of a younger man, you know, to see what was going on down there, obviously. And then I moved back to Tufnell Park, and now I'm in Islington. I suppose in all those, I've had moved within that area. I suppose you could say that it's a 7-mile square area that I've never moved out of.
Good heavens. And can you tell me about any changes in this area of, well, perhaps Tufnell Park in North London, where you were living most of the time?
Well, yeah, the Tufnell Park area, where I lived, was just off of Tufnell Park in York Rise. What has changed greatly is the shops. There were all different types of shops there. You could literally buy anything that you needed in sort of general, not furniture, but there was a couple of dairies there, a pub, off license. There was a laundryette, Westons they were called. There was a big company when I was younger, and we used to get what we called our bag wash there, and I had to pick it up on a Thursday. It was number 97. It was always wet. Remember that? Yes.
Yes. You went and collected the wet laundry?
We took it on Monday and collected it on Thursday, and I can't remember how much it was. It was only sort of in them days coppers, you know. It wasn't a great deal of money at all. But it was a sort of period of time when people never had washing machines, and that was an ideal sort of thing to do.
Yeah. And would you say your area, perhaps the area you're living in now, Islington, is that famous for anything?
I don't think it's all that famous for not the part I live in anyway. The ex-Prime Minister lived there, Tony Blair. I don't know what you make of that, if it's famous or not. But I did think on it, and there's some there's little areas in there where I think there's a lot of sort of actors and actresses live. But I'm not into that sort of thing, so that passes me by.
And just tell me something about how people speak in your area of North London, would you say?
Well, there's such a diversity there that you couldn't say anybody speaks. It's a general accent or a general thing. What I do notice is the young people now, they have this type of speak where they use a lot of American phrases and things like this. So there was, I remember a kid a week or so ago, he said he was shouting out there, you know, oh, that's wickedly evil, man, which that sort of terminology comes from the United States of America, and that's because they watch this rubbish television. You know.
What does that mean, it's wickedly evil, man?
I think it's supposed to mean it's good, which it means obviously the opposite, but that's what they do. They do speak like that, you know.
Okay. Do you think you can answer this task too? Hello?
I don't think I'm going to understand more, even if I heard it 4 times.
You didn't understand anything?
A little.
Sorry?
A little.
A little. What about the other? Tracy, right?
Yeah.
What about the other 3 students?
I'm not sure.
Was it too difficult?
Yeah, because the accent is not, it's not easy.
Accent. The thing is that he's talking normally. You can see a difference, I suppose, between the interviewer and the interviewee. The interviewer speaks more slowly, and she's clearer, I would say, when speaking. But he's talking and he hesitates, so it's in that sense it's more difficult. Let's see. I have the script, so I will ask you to download the script for you to listen again, but this time reading the script. Okay?
I did understand most of the talking, but I cannot relate it to the sentences. I
No?
don't know.
No,
I think
Yeah, I guess it's that. Yeah, like Andrea.
but that is another thing then. Let me see the case. Yeah, that is another thing. The thing is that you're used to answering true or false, that kind of thing. In this case, you have to say which of these statements are the opinion of the man. So you have to interpret the thing. For example, according to what he said, do you think he said there are too many foreigners here? Is that his opinion or not?
no.
See what I mean? I've lived in a lot of different parts of London. So you have to make an interpretation of. So, okay, I understand. We have two problems then. Okay, now I will ask you to download the script for you to listen again, but reading the script, okay? And then you're going to answer that, okay? So, wait, let me go to your curso, Soyan, material docente. And born, bread, and butter, tape script at the end. That's this is the. Okay. Okay, could you download it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now listen and read at the same time, okay?
This Teaching English Listening is brought to you by the British Council.
Okay.
So, Alan, can you just tell me a bit about the part of the UK that you're from?
Right, I come from London. I was born in the West End. I don't remember much about that because we moved on to all onto King's Cross, and then we moved to Tufnell Park, where I've spent most of my life. I did move back to the West End when I was a bit of a younger man, you know, to see what was going on down there, obviously. And then I moved back to Tufnell Park, and now I'm in Islington. I suppose in all those, I've had moved within that area. I suppose you could say that it's a 7-mile square area that I've never moved out of.
Good heavens. And can you tell me about any changes in this area of, well, perhaps Tufnell Park in North London, where you were living most of the time?
Well, yeah, the Tufnell Park area, where I lived, was just off of Tufnell Park in York Rise. What has changed greatly is the shops. There were all different types of shops there. You could literally buy anything that you needed in sort of general, not furniture, but there was a couple of dairies there, a pub, off license. There was a laundry Westons they were called. There was a big company when I was younger, and we used to get what we called our bag wash there, and I had to pick it up on a Thursday. It was number 97. It was always wet. Remember that? Yes.
Yes. You went and collected the wet laundry?
We took it on Monday and collected it on Thursday, and I can't remember how much it was. It was only sort of in them days coppers, you know. It wasn't a great deal of money at all. But it was a sort of period of time when people never had washing machines, and that was an ideal sort of thing to do.
Yeah. And would you say your area, perhaps the area you're living in now, Islington, is that famous for anything?
I don't think it's all that famous for not the part I live in anyway. The ex-Prime Minister lived there, Tony Blair. I don't know what you make of that, if it's famous or not. But I did think on it, and there's some there's little areas in there where I think there's a lot of sort of actors and actresses live. But I'm not into that sort of thing, so that passes me by.
And just tell me something about how people speak in your area of North London, would you say?
Well, there's such a diversity there that you couldn't say anybody speaks. It's a general accent or a general thing. What I do notice is the young people now, they have this type of speak where they use a lot of American phrases and things like this. So I remember a kid a week or so ago. He said he was shouting out there, you know, "Oh, that's wickedly evil, man." which that sort of terminology comes from the United States of America, and that's because they watch this rubbish television. You know,
What does that mean? It's wickedly evil.
I think it's supposed to mean it's good, which it means obviously the opposite. But that's what they do. They do speak like that, you know.
Okay. Could you understand it better now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Any questions about the script first? I mean,
Yes.
anything you didn't understand?
Yes, me.
Sandra.
Tracy, what is coppers mean?
Copper, well, you know, is a metal, but he refers to some coins that were used in the 60s or 70s that were like the cheapest, I mean, the smallest value of the coins were made of copper. And they were very cheap. I mean, that was like moneda de un peso, 5 pesos, okay? The smallest value. So he says coppers, meaning those coins. In other words, it was very cheap, okay?
And what does it mean off license?
Off license is a word used in Britain for the liquor shops. That's the meaning with the idea. Any other word?
No.
No? No? Okay. So now we can go back to the previous page with the sentences, right? Can we?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where is it? Oh, can't find it. Oh. Where is it? My goodness. Okay, well. I don't know what I did. Well, sorry, I think I made a mistake. Okay. I made a mistake with the. Sorry, what? Give me a second. Okay. Here we are. Okay. Okay, so here we are with the sentence, the statements, okay? So you must tell me if these statements are the opinion of the man, true or false. Okay, let's see number one. Let's see, I don't know, Covadonga, can you read number one and tell me true or false, let's say, I mean.
Okay, there are too many foreigners here. False.
False, right. Okay, he didn't say so. Foreigners, be careful with the pronunciation. Foreigners. Yeah? Okay, right. Good. Let's see number two, Andrea.
I think, no, I've lived in a lot of different parts of London. I'm not sure because he said he lived in various places, but in the same geographic area.
So, is it?
No, false.
Yeah, false because it's not a lot of different parts. I mean, it's not a lot actually. Yeah, right. Good. You see, you have to interpret that because he has lived in different parts, but not in a lot of different parts. It's a subtle difference. Okay, good. Let's see number three, Muriel.
I think celebrities are great. No, because he said that in the area live, I don't know, Tony Blair, the ex minister. And he talked about in this place lives some actresses and actor, but he was like, no, I'm not interested in that.
Okay, so he says that there are many actors and celebrities living there, but he is not interested in that. So he couldn't have said that they are great. Yeah, he didn't give his opinion about that. Okay, let's see number 4, Tracy.
I don't know, but I think it's false.
Definitely. Can you read it, please, first?
I'm sorry. 4. I'm young and like going out a lot.
Yeah. Definitely false.
Yes.
Besides his tone of voice, yeah. Can you, is there any other reason why you think it's false?
Let's see. That's difficult.
Do you understand the question, Tracy?
Yes, I do, but I don't know how I can figure out that he's.
But why do you think it's false? I mean, that he didn't say that.
No, but I think he's a little boring.
Sorry?
I think he's a little boring.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's definitely not very young because he has moved a lot of times.
Yeah. Okay, but there is something else. I mean, there is a good reason why you can realize that he's not young.
Well, he talks about these covers.
Ah, well, yeah. Yeah. Isn't there any other reason?
Well, he talks about that time. He said it was the sort of period of time when people never had washing machines, and now you can have a washing machine.
Yeah.
Like very easily.
Yeah. Okay, but there is another reason. Let's see, anybody else? Can anybody else give another reason why you think that he's not young anymore?
When he speaks about the young people speak like Americans, and he didn't include it in that group.
Right. Actually,
he spoke a lot in past.
Yeah, he spoke about the past, and he criticizes in a way the way that young people speak.
Yes.
He says that they speak like the Americans because of TV. Yeah. Okay, right. Let's see, number 5. I don't know. Andrea, can you do number 5, please?
I've seen a lot of changes in my life. I think it's false.
Why?
Because he didn't talk about like he sounded like having a very plain life. I don't know.
Sorry?
Like he was like because he's always been living in the same place. I think he hasn't been to another country. I think that's why he hasn't had changes in his life.
Okay. Sure. What do the rest think about that? Do you agree with Andrea?
I think as he is not young, he should have seen a lot of changes in his life. He said the Tufnell Park what must have changed is the shops.
Yeah.
So he didn't name a lot of changes, but I think as he have seen a lot of history, I don't know, he's not young, so there must be some changes around. The places doesn't stay the same.
Yeah, he talks about how the places have changed. I mean, in the place where he has been living. Okay, also about the when he talks about the wet laundry and all that. So that is different. I think it's true. I mean, he has seen a lot of changes, right? Let's see number 6, Muriel.
Number 6. I enjoy being rich. No, because he didn't say he was rich.
No, he didn't say that, but do you think he could have insinuated that?
No.
No, why not?
No. Because like Tracy said, he describes when the washing machine and probably a person who is rich have a washing machine.
Yeah, but that was when he was younger, but now he lives in a rich neighborhood. I'm not rich, but it's
but
well off.
He didn't say nothing about that.
Exactly, he didn't say so. So probably he didn't mean it. I mean, he didn't insinuate that. Yeah, right. Yeah. Let's see number 7, Covadonga.
Young people watch too much television. I think it's true.
Why?
Because he say that young people speak like Americans, and they say because they watch this rubbish television. So
yeah, definitely the word rubbish says everything. Yeah, right. Definitely he hates television. Right. Good. Let's see number 8, Tracy.
I really enjoyed living in America. False.
False. Why?
Because he has never lived in America.
Yeah, at least he never said so, or yeah, he never meant so. Okay, very good. Any questions about this part? No? Okay, here we have a structure that was used to. Yeah, the word used to or didn't used to talk about something that was usual in the past, okay? Example, he used to live in King's Cross. Then he moved to Tufnell Park, okay? He used to live. Can anyone tell me the equivalent in Spanish to that?
Él solía vivir.
Yeah, solía vivir, or using, a tense in Spanish. I don't know if you know tenses in Spanish, but vivía.
Okay, vivía.
Vivía, yeah? Something that was a regular action in the past. Continuous action in the past. Okay. And be careful because this is the same as should, the same as must, okay? But you have to be careful with the auxiliary, right? You say didn't used to. He used to live or he didn't used to, okay? Let's see, who can make this a sentence using these words. You buy anything Tufnell Park, using those words and using used to or didn't used to. Can anyone do that?
Okay.
Who can?
it should be, did you used to buy anything?
Sorry, again, can you repeat it, please?
Did you used to buy anything on Tufnell Park?
Okay, okay. Yeah, it could be like a question even though you have no question mark, but if you make it a statement, how would you make it? Like an affirmative sentence.
You didn't used to buy anything on
Sorry, as an
Tufnell Park.
affirmative sentence.
Yeah, you didn't.
Affirmative. Didn't is negative.
Affirmative, sorry. You used to buy anything on Tufnell Park. I don't know.
Okay, right. You used to buy anything in Tufnell Park. How would you translate that into Spanish?
Perdón.
Spanish.
Podías comprar cualquier cosa en Tufnell Park.
Comprabas. No es podías. Comprabas.
Yes, sí.
Comprabas cualquier cosa en Tufnell Park. Yeah. Good. Let's see. Let's see. Can you please do the rest of the other from number 2 on, please? A couple of minutes to do that. Yeah. All of them are. I think they are. Okay. No questions. Only statements. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Andrea, please, number 2.
Number 2 is there used to be 2 dairies.
Very good. There used to be 2 dairies. What is a dairy?
I don't know.
Lácteos.
Sorry?
Yes.
Lácteos.
I mean, it's a place where you buy all milk products. Yes.
Yes.
Dairies. There used to be 2 dairies. Can you say that in Spanish, please, Andrea?
Dairies is like lechería.
Yeah, productos lácteos. Tienda de productos lácteos. Yeah. How would you translate all the sentence?
Solían haber 2 lecherías.
Yeah, okay. Habían. Porque
Habían.
habían dos, habían, no sé, había dos lecherías, ok. Lechería como ordeñando la vaca, ok. Okay. Yes, okay, let's see, good. Let's see number 3, Muriel.
Number 3. He didn't used to have washing machine.
He didn't used to have a washing machine. Can you, very good. Can you translate it, please, into Spanish?
No había lavadora antes.
No tenía.
No tenía.
No tenía lavadora. Okay, good. Let's see number 4, Covadonga.
He used to take watching home on the bus.
Very good. He used to take washing home on the bus. Can you translate it, please?
No.
Sorry?
No sabría cómo traducirlo.
No.
No.
Who can translate it? He used to take
washing. Bueno, washing es como de lavar, ¿cierto? Pero se refiere a la ropa.
Sí. ¿Cómo diría eso yo? He used to take washing home on the bus.
Que él solía llevar la ropa la ropa en el bus.
Sí, pero ¿qué ropa?
La ropa lavada.
¿Limpia?
Ya, la ropa lavada. El lavado, o sea, en el fondo lo que se lavó. So, se llevaba la ropa lavada, digamos, porque washing en este caso es la ropa lavada, a la casa en bus. ¿Ya? He used to take washing home on the bus. Do you understand it, Muriel?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see number 5, Tracy.
It used to cost much money.
No, I mean, no, only just coppers, a few coppers. It's negative.
Oh. It didn't used to cost much money.
It didn't used to cost much money, right? And the translation?
No costaba mucho dinero.
No costaba mucho dinero, mucha plata. Right. Let's see number 6. Andrea, please.
People didn't used to watch so many American films.
Okay, translation.
Las personas no veían tantas películas norteamericanas.
Right. Okay, good. Any questions about this?
No.
No? The reason when I ask you to, this is not usual in my classes, I mean to ask you for translation, but the reason why I ask you to do it is because most of the time we are taught that used to means solía. That is true. But when we don't use solía in Spanish, at least in Chile, so often. So when you are supposed to or expected to use this word used to, didn't used to, we don't do it because we don't associate it with our everyday speaking in Spanish. En cambio, cuando yo digo no había, no hacía, no decía, no llevaba o había, it's much easier to associate that with used to than soler. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Well, in the last few minutes, I will ask you to think about, wait. Se me perdió. I cannot, well, here you are. Okay. I will ask you to think about the places where you have lived. How many places have you lived in your lives?
In 2 places.
2 places, Muriel. Okay, let's see. Can you tell me about the changes? I mean, the changes you have seen in these two places, and if you compare now and the past.
The changes in one of the.
Let's see, what is the first place you remember?
Santiago.
Santiago. And the second one?
Puerto Varas.
Puerto Varas. Okay. Let's see. In Santiago, did you live in the same area?
Yes.
Okay, so there you can make a comparison.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Tell me about the things that used to be known,
okay.
The way it used to be in the past and now.
Where I always live in the same place in Huechuraba, and used to be a more residential place with a lot of area or green areas, but like a wild nature.
Nature.
And now is all fake. The particle fakes. There's too many more houses. Too many more, or too many? Just too many.
More houses, yeah.
Okay. More houses. I have a shopping. I have a skate park.
A shopping center.
Yes. A skate park. It's more modern right now than I was a kid.
Okay, but it used to be more natural and more like countryside, as I understand, no?
I live like in the end of the city.
Okay.
The next is the.
Yeah, but did you mean that it used to be more countryside or not?
No.
Green areas, you said.
Yeah, green areas.
Green areas. Okay, and now it's more, more modern.
Yes.
Okay, and what about Puerto Varas? When did you live in Puerto Varas?
3 years ago.
Okay, but 3 years ago, is it different from now?
Yeah. There's a few changes in the city.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Well, the last 3-4 years, they're building a shopping center. So when the first year I live in Puerto Varas, is still in construction. Okay. Now they're finished the construction. There's a lot or more people, more buildings, less area to left the car. The parking, less parking
spaces.
Left parking spaces. I guess that.
Okay, good, Muriel. Let's see, Andrea, you look bored. Okay, let's see. What about the places where you have lived?
No, I'm not bored. I have a friend here.
Okay. Let's see. What places have you lived?
I've lived in Valparaíso, Concepción, and Santiago.
Okay, 3 very different places. How, I mean, was it a long ago? I mean, in Valparaíso?
Well, I was born in Valparaíso because my dad used to work there. And then we moved when I was 2 months old to Concepción.
Okay.
And we lived in Concepción. I lived in Concepción my entire life. And we had a very big house with a big garden and big backyard.
But what about the city? I mean, what changes can you see in in comparison when you were a little girl and now, for example, in Concepción?
Well, in Concepción, the weather is awful. It rains all days. Every single day is raining. and it's very cold, and it's a city where there's not much to do. I think there are no parks for little children. There are no places to do sports. I think it's very boring. And the only beautiful place in Concepcion, it was where I studied in Universidad de Concepcion. It's a huge campus, so it's a very nice place. But I don't want to live there anymore.
Okay, but if you compare, I mean, the changes that, the things that used to be present in the city when you were a little girl and when you went, I mean, and now, for example.
It's just that
Sorry,
right now,
starting from, I mean, talking about the weather, I don't know if there have been some changes in relation to the climate change. Do you have the same amount of rain, or do you think it used to rain more in the past?
according to my mom, because I don't live in Concepcion for 6 years now, it's less raining than before. And
So yeah, it used to rain more then. I want you to use used to. Okay, it used to rain more in the past.
yes.
Okay, any other change?
And I don't see. And it used to rain more, and it also used to be now it's colder than before. It used to be less colder.
Less cold?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, global warming then.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, Andrea, thank you. Let's see, Covadonga, what's about you? How many places have you lived?
When I born, I lived in Calera de Tango. It's the countryside.
Yeah.
And now
sorry.
When I was born, yes.
Yeah.
And well, now I live in the city in Las Condes. So
did you grow up in Calera de Tango?
Yes, yes.
So did you live all your life there?
Until I was 15 years old.
Ah, okay. And then you moved to Santiago?
Sí, yes.
In the same district where you live now?
And yes, the same. Las
Yes.
Condes.
Can you say, where do you live now?
In Las Condes.
Las Condes. Okay. Okay, so there used to be, I mean, there are many changes in that area.
Yes.
In comparison to 15 years ago.
Well, 15 years ago in Calera de Tango, it was like rural.
Yeah. Rural area, yes.
Rural area, yes. And there's cows walking, horses. There's not, how can I say, the route was not pavimentado.
Paved.
I mean,
paved. So, I mean, sorry, I want you to use used to or didn't used to. So in the past, it used to be rural, 100% rural.
Yes.
There used to be, I mean, no pavement.
No pavement.
Yeah, no highway, okay. No pavement, okay.
There didn't to be traffic car.
There didn't used to be, no había tanto tráfico, that's
No.
it, right? So
Yes.
there didn't used to be so much traffic. Traffic, okay? There didn't, no, traffic is without K, traffic only. There didn't used to be so much traffic. Okay, yeah, go on. What about schools? What about supermarkets?
There used to have a few markets, not huge, and you can go on foot.
You could go.
You could go, yeah, on foot. The school was near to the home, so we used to do turno with the neighbors.
Ah, you take turns, shifts, okay.
Because to go to the school
to take the
and come back
to school.
Yes.
Okay, but they
because
were
there used to have just one good school in that time. So the people that live there near take the children to the same school.
Ah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, Covadonga, thank you. Let's see, Tracy, what about you?
I have moved 8 times.
Yeah.
In 7 different places.
Yeah.
I mean, 7 of them have been in only 2 communes. Three communes, but very near one of the other.
Yeah.
Nearby, one of the other. Because of my mom's work. Well, and now I'm in Union, far away from them. So I've been in Lobrado, Pudahuel, y Maipú, and Maipú. And in Lobrado, it used to be a place where I lived. It used to be a place with new families, like young people and working people, professionals. And now is a place with a lot of poor people.
Yeah.
And it used to be more green areas. There used to be. And in Maipú, there used to be, the houses used to be new, brand new, like just built.
Yeah.
And now the houses are kind of old, but fixed.
Fixed? What do you mean?
Yes.
They have been fixed or not?
They have been fixed, yes.
Yeah.
Like with second floors, and people have changed their homes.
Okay.
They're very different.
The people or the houses are different?
I think both.
Yeah.
I cannot recognize my neighborhood from when I was a child, because it used to be everything, every house was the same as the other, the next house, and now everything is different.
Okay, all of the houses were the same at that time, used to be the same.
Yeah.
And now they are all different.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it used to be more. There used to live young people, and now not so much.
Okay. Also, I mean, now there are older people.
Yeah. And at my actual home,
Present.
no, my mother and my present mother's home. We arrived 10 or kind of 10 years ago. And the same, the houses, all the houses used to be similar. And now the people have changed, have built second floors, and there's a lot of business.
A lot of
business or
okay, shops.
markets?
You mean shops?
Shops. Yeah, but little shops, like inside the houses.
Yes.
And I think the people is the same because it's only past 10 years. And about Ñuñoa, I can say a lot because I just arrived.
Yeah, okay, you are new in the neighborhood. Okay, very good, Tracy, very good. Okay, girls. Any questions, any comments? No? Everything clear? Okay.
Yes.
So see you the next Tuesday. Let's see, let me see the date. Next Tuesday is, we are in September almost. Okay, so next class will be our first, I mean, the last class before the recess week. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Okie dokie, girls. Well, have a nice week. I'm trying to rest, Andrea. I think you don't feel well today.
But my dog had her knee injured, so I'm going to the veterinary every day, and I'm tired.
I might imagine that. Okay. Well, see you then next week. Have a nice week. Okay. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Thanks.